Hello there. This is a live recording. Okay, everybody. Hi. This is the first time I've actually used this platform for a live stream. So bear with me. I hope everything you're seeing is okay. Anyhow, I'm here because you have probably seen all over my timeline this fabulous project I'm working on. I'm so excited about it. I am helping, I'm on Aliza Hava's team to help her launch her newest album, Into the Light. Aliza is amazing. She's so talented. And I wanted all of you to understand why I'm so excited about this. And I figured the best way to do that was to let you meet Aliza yourself and also to hear some of her music. So we have a big week this week. We have a backer who's committed to $5,000 if we can get 100 new contributors this week. So no amount is too small. And, I'm sure after you hear Aliza and meet her, you're going to want to contribute something. So, we're all about that as well. But, I can't do this justice. I think you have to hear from Aliza herself. So what I want to do first is introduce Aliza, and then Aliza is going to tell us a little bit about why she wrote the music and produced this album. So Aliza, let it rip, everybody. This is the fabulously incredible, talented Aliza Hava. So Aliza, tell them all about the album.
Well, first, Maria, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all of the support you're giving me. Thank you for being part of my team. Thank you for resonating with my music and the message behind the music and the energy behind the music. And thank you for having me on your podcast earlier this year on Daughters of Change. And thank you for sharing me with your community, because that really is awesome. And I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to be sharing with everybody in your world. So thanks to everybody who's tuned in. Thank you for those of you who have already supported my campaign. And I'm excited to share with you the backstory of this album, even though it's not something that would seem fun and exciting, at first glance. It's a story of hope. It's a story of resilience. It's a story of perseverance, and I would say it's really a spiritual journey that I've been on for pretty much my entire life, and how music has helped me to heal myself. It's helped me to find my voice when I felt extremely shut down, and to get into some of the backstory. Like many people out there in the world who you may not know this about. I went through a very tough childhood. I had a pretty dysfunctional home, but it was on the level of violence where I could have lost my life. And that's just the fact, that's the truth. And when I was a kid, I really didn't have an outlet, right? I didn't have anybody looking out for me. Pretty young, so it kind of went on for years and years and years, this same experience of just feeling like I was in hell. And music was the thing that I kind of gravitated to that gave me hope. I loved to sing. I loved to write. I loved to, act and dance. I kind of was born, I think, to just like be a performer, because I was doing it like out of the womb, like 3 years old, putting on little shows for my siblings, and so I ended up turning to songwriting as a way to navigate what I was dealing with. I found that writing and putting pen to paper was like talking to my best friend, and eventually I saw it as a way of like developing a relationship with God. I definitely believe in a higher power, whether you call that spirit, God, goddess, universe. Higher power is definitely something that I know is guiding my life. And I would say that even though there was no one that I could point to that was consistently looking out for me, I would say that higher power was looking out for me and still looks out for me. And to this day, I can honestly say that having that relationship with God, self, higher power, whatever. Again, just want to be inclusive. So you can really understand like what that energy means for me. That's how I was able to get through such a hard time. That was how I was able to find my path in life, to focus on healing, to study music therapy, to eventually become a peace activist and do a lot of work in circle, but also on myself. I needed to really do that work on myself to find my inner strength and find my voice. And that is how this project was born. And you could see more of the backstory on the campaign page, intothelightmusic.com, where I share about the album and the healing journey that I went through with more specifics. And so the album's called Into the Light, and it's all about going from darkness into light, bringing things out of the darkness in order to heal them. So that is the premise and the theme behind the record.
And it's, the music is so beautiful. And I think it speaks to everybody, Aliza, regardless of what they've been through. Like, everybody is going to be able to relate to the songs on this album. And Aliza's going to play something for us in a minute. And just two quick things I want to let you know. One is I will make sure to put the link to Into the Light Music, to the crowdfunding platform where you can find the video and the information that Aliza has put together. Lots and lots of information there. And also, while Aliza and I were putting together this live, it's totally impromptu. She didn't even know I was going to ask her to sing. And I'm using this new platform, so hopefully all's good, right? But sometimes you just have to fly by the seat of your pants, right? And anybody who knows me knows that that's kind of my MO. But I did want to give a big shout out to Gordon Wark, because Gordon, while we were putting this together, I saw that you just contributed. So thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Gordon is a former colleague of mine from back in the day. Now that we're both 39, I think that was, about 8 years ago, Gordon? Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to throw it back to Aliza, because Aliza is going to play something for us. So Aliza, you can intro the song, because I need you to do that.
For sure. So this is... I'm going to play for you the title track of the record. This is called Into the Light. And I started writing this song while I was in this healing process of just really focusing on moving trauma out of my body. And I wrote this song with my friend Alan Roy Scott, who's really an incredible friend, an incredible human. And he's a co-writer on a few different songs on the record. But I just want to thank Alan for being such a wonderful friend, for helping to bring this song out of me. This is called Into the Light. Well, we all have got our secrets. Sometimes you just can't keep them, 'cause when they're bottled up inside, they make you feel paralyzed. So I got to tell my story with all its guts and glory. There's a matter to decide. I don't wanna hide. I'm going into the light. Look at my sins, at all my fails and my wins. Courage ain't the absence of fear, it's the power to face it. Straight clear, speaking truth will turn the tides. That's something you can't deny. In a world of snakes and lies, I will defy and go into the light. Light, it's gonna be alright. no turning around. Just keep my 2 feet on the ground as long as my heart is beating and my lungs are breathing. I will be alright. I'm going into the light. It's gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright. I'm going into the light.
Okay, right? Can you see what I'm talking about? Okay. Oh, hello. Tell me this voice does not need to be out in the world. And, going into the light, hello. So much darkness now. Let's talk about the light. This is about getting through it. Going through
Yes.
it and getting into it, right, Aliza? I mean,
Hells to the yeah.
health to the yeah.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of darkness, and I think that anything that can help give some hope and inspiration to help people, recognize and remember that there is so much beauty in the world. There's so much goodness in the world, and if we focus on that, we will increase it.
Yeah,
Right?
totally. And in I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but so many women, I've met so many incredible women through Daughters of Change, and so much beauty that they've brought out of their pain. Like stuff that would bring most people to their knees. You bring the other side of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
if you
mean,
can
as a
actually
woman,
put those two things together, but you know what I
I
mean.
would say that, every single person in this world, whether you're male, female, or, identify as other, I would say that you're human. If you're a human being in this world, there's no way that you can get through life without experiencing some kind of challenge. Because that's the human experience. That's who we are. I would say that the whole human condition, the whole human experience is that, for me personally, I believe that we're here to grow and to learn.
Yeah.
And to develop our character. And, in terms of the songwriting, for me, like on this record, each song is a lesson that I went through, a lesson that I had to learn, an experience that, I was able to then put into words, put into song. So I consider each one of the songs like a step on the path to healing.
Yeah, it's Earth School. Earth School,
Earth
right?
School.
Earth School.
I never heard that
Or as
expression,
my
but
husband,
I really like it.
my husband calls it Earth University, and it's actually on our license plate. Oh, I shouldn't tell the world that. Don't look at my license plate. I'm Italian and I have a baseball bat. No, I'm only kidding. Anyhow, I digress and go down my wormhole of insanity. But Aliza, this is, I want people to understand why the crowdfunding campaign, right? And a little bit about, like, you've produced this album. It's top notch. Like, you worked with, like, the people that know their shit. But it takes more than that. You're independent. You're an independent artist. So you just, like, give these folks an overview of why it's so important to contribute and support you.
Thank you. So I'm an independent artist, as you said, which means that I am basically responsible for everything from, writing and recording and composing to finding the right people to work with, whether that's producers, whether that's promoters, whether that's, talent managers, booking agents, publicists, radio promoters. Like, when you're with a label, the people who run the label administratively, they do all that stuff for you. They help you put the team together, they bring the backing, and they do all that. for you, so you can just as an artist focus on your music. And in this day and age, also, touring and being out there and, obviously sharing and connecting with people on social media, which is also a very important part of being an artist, is connecting with your fans. And for me as an indie, for so long I've just really been doing everything myself. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And so when you find a team and you find people that you can trust, who really have your back, people who have integrity, people who have strong values and ethics and who resonate with you and your message, that's invaluable, and that's very hard to find. So when you find it, you really want to develop and deepen and build those relationships and build your team. And so I was very grateful to have met a producer named Michael Blue in 2021. And Michael is a multi-platinum Grammy winner. He's had #1 hits. He was he's also a singer-songwriter who toured and did his own music. But he had a big break when he discovered Colby Calais and made her first records, and she became a #1 hit artist. And so that redirected his career from being a touring artist to mainly becoming a producer. And Michael and I really hit it off, and eventually he and I, we talked about making this record together. And when I told him about the things that I had been through and what I wanted to do with this record, that I wanted it to have a theme about healing from trauma, healing from abuse, breaking cycles of abuse, and healing generational trauma and addressing those kinds of subjects through the songs, he was really moved. He was really inspired, and he said, "Yo, we gotta do this." He doesn't usually say "yo" because he's British, but that was the feeling,
Chuckabra. Oh, sorry.
The feeling there was, the connection of this I can get down with. I really feel this message, and I connect and relate, and I want to help you make this happen. So we worked for almost a year on this record. It happened in stages, and he brought in Dean Dinning from Toad the Wet Sprocket, the bassist, to come in and do musical arrangements on some of the songs, which he did a glorious job. And he brought in Greg Bissonette, who's an iconic rock and roll drummer. He's been around. He played with David Lee Roth, Santana. Right now, he's been in Ringo Starr's All-Star Band for years. And Greg was such a pleasure to work with, such a professional, and just very fun, and really connected with the music. And so this kind of stellar team, as well as Michael's assistants and his studio musicians. There's a songwriter named Dalton Sear who's on this record playing a bunch of different instruments: piano, guitar, bass. The multi-talented level of the people on this record is just mind-blowing, and I'm very proud of it. And I want to give it the most professional push it deserves to get it out into the world, because the album obviously it costs money to make. That's already taken care of, but they say you need 5 times what you spent on the record to market it. And what I'm trying to raise is very, very much less than 5 times of that. So, most labels need 150 grand. They say you need 150 grand to market a record. We're shooting for 25, and 25 is, I believe, what I need to hire
or more
a small team. Or more. Thank you. Hello.
Or more.
Stretch goals. But, just to hire that small and mighty team to help me get this out on the radio and get it out into publications and help push it through various channels where it will reach the people who need to hear it the most, because that is the most important thing, is getting music out to the people who will connect with it. And so that is that's why we're running the campaign. And I'm so happy that Marie is part of the team. She's freaking awesome.
I am having a blast. I just love it. You know, when I believe in something as much as I believe in this, I'm like, let's do it, you know? And it's just, I'm like honored to be part of this. Like when you're on that Grammy stage, I'm going to be, I know her. Yeah, I know her. Can I be one of your backup dancers?
Yeah.
I don't want to sing. I just want to
If you
dance.
keep grooving like that, yeah.
I'll go to the gym. I'll get. But I think it's like good to have like, you know, backup dancers of a certain age to show us. Anyway, so we'll get out. We'll get away from that. Again, that's me going down an insane rabbit hole. But it is on my bucket list with seeing the Northern Lights. Okay. Anyway, so with that being said, I know, Aliza, you have another song for us. And I just want to say again, I'm going to put in the comments the www.intothelightmusic.com. That's where you can find this crowdfunding campaign. And anything you can contribute, like no amount's too small. So it's not like you have to get on there and contribute $5,000. But if you want to, that's perfectly okay. But if you can't, like it takes a village, right? You know, whatever you can do is appreciated. Oh my God, do I sound like Jerry Lewis? Anyway, sorry. Sorry. The gummy kicked in. No, I'm only kidding. So now, with that being said, that's going to be in the link in the comments, so you can get right to it. It's also all over my page, like you can't really miss it. And Aliza, what do you want to kind of like, you know, sing for us next? I'm going on mute now because I have to shut up.
No worries. I think you're hilarious and you make me laugh. So please don't ever shut up, okay? Just keep it coming. Keep it coming. The next song I want to share with you all is a song that is really the one that kicked off the whole record. You'll see when you see the video in the campaign page that I went through this very intense healing process after being injured. I had a severe neck injury that put me out of commission for 9 months. And during that time, I wasn't really able to move around, obviously. And I did a lot of introspective work, a lot of meditating, a lot of kind of going on these inner journeys where I was inquiring about different parts of my life, different moments in my life where I felt that, you know, a serious trauma, a serious thing had occurred, which were many different points throughout my life, but a lot through my childhood. And I remembered that when I was very young and I was on the brink of literally, this is, you know, it's not oversharing because it's actually a big part of my story is that my mother, who's a very unwell person, she used to encourage me to kill myself. That was her, you know, daily mantra. Do us all a favor, please. And there were moments where I was pretty close, you know, I was pretty close. And whenever I would get that close to granting her wish, there was this little voice inside of me, and it kept saying to me, don't listen to her. You have a big purpose here in this world, and you're going to do a lot of important things to help people. So we need you. And it was like this little voice when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old. This little voice inside of me kept saying, you're gonna help a lot of people. You're gonna do something important. And that was the voice that kept me going. You know, feeling like, sorry, I'm getting emotional. Sorry. Feeling like I mattered, you know, because when your own mother tells you that she doesn't want you around, you know, you don't really think you matter. So I guess that's why I've always gone after these big dreams and big visions, like working for peace in the Middle East or you know, trying to, you know, bring people together through music has always been the thing that has moved me forward in life and given me a purpose. And anyway, I had a big block. I wasn't able to write songs about what I'd been through. And while I was healing from this neck injury, I took a songwriting course online. And the songwriting course was all about finding the courage to sing your story, you know? And the whole message resonated with me in a big way. And so I took the course, and this is a 7-week online course, and the result of it is what I want to play for you right now. It's a song called Love Who You Are, and I wrote it on the piano when I could barely even turn my head. I was like this. You know, thank God I can turn my head now, but when I wrote this song, I could barely turn my head. This is the song that kicked off the whole record. And yeah, here it is. The world we live in can be so hard. Go faster, do it better. Is this who we are? Since we're no different, I'll let down my guard and tell you my story. Where should I start? My mother, my father, they went too far. They hurt me so badly. They gave me scars. I searched for some meaning. I prayed so hard. Give me something to believe in. Heal my shattered heart. In the dark, I could see and hear a voice inside say, you are a star, never forget who you are. You come so far to see the world from where you are. You are a star, never forget who you are. Oh child, you're beautiful, love who you are. I know there is somewhere far beyond another existence where I belong. I look in the mirror, nowhere to hide, 'cause something inside is burning me alive. You are a star, never forget who you are. You come so far to see the world from where you are. You are sorrow. Live as though there's no you are a star, never forget who you are. You come so far to see the world from where you are. You are a star, never forget who you are. Oh, a child of the universe, love who you are, who you are, who you
Wow. Wow. All right. Like, okay, give me a minute.
We're getting schmoopy.
Fucking A, Bubba. That is what you call raw, authentic, and unplugged. So, all right. So, like, need I say more people about why this is so important to me and why Aliza is so important to me? Like, she's the little sister I never had. The very much littler. Okay, maybe the daughter I never had. But I was really young when I had her. Anyhow, I've been trying to figure out how to let people understand, like to find the words to explain like you and your talent and the messaging and all of it. And that's why I said, let's just do a live, And then I told her, oh, by the way, will you play music? And she's like, what? She went, because everything, not that because like she can't play music, but because you have to set shit up, right? Stuff up, sorry. And anyhow, so, but man, Aliza, holy, that was like, hello. So I just like, yeah, that link is in the comments. It's all over my page. Let's get this voice out to the world, Man, oh man. Aliza, anything you want to say before we head off into the sunset? I know you're like hugely busy with like a million things right now. So thank you for doing this. This is sweet. Thank you.
Are you kidding? I adore you. I love you. I'm so grateful for you. And yeah, definitely busy navigating the crowd fund and, planning a tour for this fall. I'm going to be in the UK and Europe, so got a lot that I'm juggling. But yeah, I think the main thing is that I'm just grateful that I get to do this. I'm grateful that I get to make music as a tool for my own personal healing, but also for helping other people who find music to be their refuge. I'm really looking forward to getting out on tour and sharing these songs in person with people. I do house concerts, if that's something that anybody's ever interested in. I'm going to be coming out to Maine, where Maria's based, and doing a house concert there at some point next year. Maybe sooner, trying to figure out the details. And yeah, I'm really grateful to you and to everyone on the team and to my producer, Michael, and to, Alex Leibowitz, who helped to do the engineering, and just everyone who worked on this record. I'm just super grateful, and to all of those who are supporting. I think we're almost at $10,000. I think we're like less than $90 away.
Yeah, $84. It's bugging the Virgo in me. I like round numbers. Yeah. Big round numbers. $84 for, and I just checked. We're still $84 away from 10,000. It's killing me.
Yeah, we're
it's like
so close.
Yeah, it's like having a crooked picture on my wall. You know what I'm saying? It's like $84, you guys. And I want to add, if you are in a more flush situation, I believe that is at the $2,500 level is a house concert. Aliza will do a house concert.
Yes. So
right?
with the campaign, you get you have the opportunity to select a perk based on whatever contribution level that you want to contribute at, and obviously you're going to get the album earlier than anybody else because the album's not coming out till next year. I got this cool VIP laminate that's going to be signed by all the artists on the record, and house concerts, custom songs. You can also, if you want to kick in at the associate producer or executive producer level, that would be huge, and that would really help me take this whole thing to the next level. And then you would get your name up there in the credits with all of these fantastic Grammy winners. So if that's something that excites you, that's available. And just want to say I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you listening and hearing my story.
Yeah, thanks everybody. And hopefully this platform worked well. Every now and then I was checking my phone to see, and it looks like it's on there, Aliza. I think we did it. This is my podcast platform. I love it, but I haven't used it to live stream yet. But there you go. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Aliza, thank you. And if you're lucky, maybe she'll be back again soon.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
You're welcome. Take care, everybody.
Bye.